dog shit. Hey guys, I don't know how many of y'all are going to be out there, but I just figured I would come on here, say hi to y'all now that I'm feeling a little bit better. You know, still red, my chin swollen, about 4 or 5 times what it's going to be. Um, my eyes are still swollen. You could see all the stitches along here. And then here, and then they go behind the ears and all up into my hairline. I know I look like awful, and I probably the last thing I should be doing is alive, but what the hell. I wanted to see if any of my friends were out there, and I wanted to say hi. Haven't been feeling too nifty since the surgery, but I always figured you guys always cheer me up and make me feel good when I know you're out there to say hi and share in my misery or in celebration and when we're celebrating something. So, how are y'all doing tonight and where are you coming from? And can y'all give me a thumbs up and kind of let me know you're in here? And I am so sorry. I know I look like death warrant over, but you know, I just had major surgery. What was it? 8 days ago today. That's so hard to believe. Oh, and y'all ain't gonna believe this. Okay, I had surgery on the 28th, and I reserved a room at what was it? The Hilton in Mustang, Oklahoma. So the day after surgery, the doctor checked me out. My brother took me to Mustang, put me up where my mom can come stay with me in case, you know, I needed something. And after a couple days, I had her go home because she's just about 3 minutes from the hotel. And we reserved the hotel all the way up until Sunday, this coming Sunday. And they turn around this morning and I get a knock on the door. You need to leave. And I said, I need to leave. Why? They go, your room, we've re-rented your room. And I said, we paid until Sunday. They go, yes, well, we overbooked the room. And I said, yeah, but I'm already here and checked in. They go, yeah, but there's a whole group of people coming in because of that solar eclipse thing. They go, and it's either lose a whole group or lose just you, and they're more important. And I'm like, okay. I said, that's not really right. And they go, well, it is what it is. And then they bring a few people up. Do you need us to physically remove you? Here I am in a nightgown, you know, all bandaged up. I don't have my shit together. I called my mom and I said, come down here. I need help to, you know, get out of this room. And then I had to end up driving all the way up to Dallas. Thank God I hadn't taken any pain meds. But boy, by the time I got here to Dallas, I needed them, let me tell you. I just feel like crap because right here, if you can see, there's stitches. But as you get back here, it's staples. And it's stapled all the way into my skull. All the way back here. And there's like 150 staples. And it goes all the way up into here and everything. And oh my God. It's been rough. So, but I'm on the mend. They come out on Monday, and then I'm going down to my home in Arizona, which will be my first real time there, you know, since I closed on it. I mean, I got to take possession of it just before I closed, but since I've done the closing documents, I have not been in my house. And so I was basically homeless for almost 4 years. So I'm really excited to see it, you know, although I'm just going to be there long enough to drop off my little minivan and a couple things, and I will film everything there, you know, and it's nothing for most people, but to me it's huge because I'm single. It's just me, and if I ever get married, which I hope I do, it'll be big enough for me and a husband, you know. It's cute, it's little, it's in a nice little HOA community. Um, it's got brick, you know, that brick Mexican fencing and stuff. It's really nice. And in Quartzsite, it's a huge RV community. And that is my passion, RVing. It's a huge, huge passion. That and gardening and prepping and stuff like that. So where are y'all coming at me from tonight? And what are y'all doing? Are any of y'all on home time? Are you laid over? Has it picked up any in the past week if you're at Prime, or what company are y'all at? If you don't mind me asking. And let me live vicariously through you, because I won't be back to work until, let me see, I think the 14th. And, you know, I'm looking forward to getting back on the truck. They fixed the Pearl. You're in, is that Stephen Brown? You're in Ohio. Um, who do you work for, sweetheart? Do you work for Prime or Jason King? You are trucking from Riverside, oh nice, California to Goodyear, Arizona. Okay, I've done that run. You're with Prime then, I'm guessing. Oh, there's other companies that do that run. No, I am a medical. A what? A medical driver. What is that? I mean, color me stupid, Steve Brown. What is that? My head's a little foggy. Well, let's face it, my head's foggy a lot. So any of y'all work with Prime, or I heard I've been hearing, you know, a lot of good things about Swift lately, and I never thought I would say that. Jim S. Watching from Salt Lake City, nice, Utah. I think that is such a beautiful area, and work for Pride Transport. What's Pride Transport like, and what do they mainly do? I work for UPS. UPS, I heard that was a really good company to work for. Are you an over the road driver for UPS? I mean, UPS, I heard's good, and one of my students owns his own company now, and they haul strictly FedEx. Let's see. Okay. I take people to doctor's appointments and surgical hospital. Oh, okay. So you kind of, you're home every night then, Stephen. Well, that's really honorable. It takes a special person that cares a lot to do that type of work. Wow, looking great today. Not nearly as painful. I'm guessing, although it is swollen. Oh my God, I am so swollen, especially here. And the doctor told me that would happen, that my chin area would be the most swollen and would take the longest to go down, that I would look like the daughter of Jay Leno. And I like the part where he said the daughter and not the sister. Right now, really, I thought this was going to be really, really bad, painful. But the only part that really hurt is the staples back here and my upper lip. That hurt really bad. Let me see. Yes. Stephen Brown. I've been at the same job for 9 years now. You know, that just shows you're a good man and you got a great work ethic. People job hop like drunken sailors. Okay, let me see. Um, Glad to see you got a room after the Hilton was a. I know, believe it or not, this is a Super 8 and they don't have the best reputation. This is a really nice Super 8 and the people are so friendly. Let me see. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we appreciate what you do for a living, young man. That shows a lot of character. It really, really does. I love watching your videos. You know, you are just so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and I like doing these, and I like doing the lives because I enjoy. Let me see. I did Hilton compress you at least. No, they didn't compensate me at all. Um, Pride is a great company to be with and deals with primarily reefer. Where do they run and do they have owner ops, lease ops, or is it just strictly company? Um, I had been to see some great Super 8s and even really well maintained Motel 6s too. Sometimes the cheaper ones surprise you. They really do, and this room is just lovely. The lobby's nice. I mean, it's just, and the people are so friendly. And believe me, that goes a long ways for me. Friendly people, and it's the same. It's shippers and receivers. There's, I remember we were picking up a blueberry load, and I think it was Washington State. And I think I had Jawan on my truck at the time. And they gave us each a little care package with handwritten notes, different notes, thanking us for the jobs we do for them. And they had all kinds of different little blueberry treats. And I was so just set back from their kindness. Because, you know, sometimes we get into some of these shippers and receivers, they act like we're the biggest trash on earth. And I just don't understand it. I'm like, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have your product, you wouldn't have a job, you wouldn't have the medication your mother needs to stay alive, you wouldn't have chemo drugs, you wouldn't have food for your table, clothes for your back, anything if it weren't for truck drivers. It costs you nothing to show kindness. Let me see. It's true. Friendly staff makes a big difference. It absolutely, friendly staff does make a big difference. And I used to tell my employees when I was in the hospitality industry that you treat the customers with respect, kindness, you act concerned. There is always something nice about someone. It could be the most hideous, big, heavy set woman with horrible acne, horrible whatever. You find something. It could be the color of their eyes. It could be their fingernails. It could be the scarf they wore, a ring they wore, something. You look for that something that's honest and give them that. What did it cost you to make someone's day? Cost you nothing at all. Let me see what company drivers mainly running western states. I run Utah, Montana, Colorado, Nevada, California. You know what I'd really like to find, and at Prime if I can, because I'm purchasing my truck. I would like to find a dedicated route going either from like Fontana area to Phoenix or Albuquerque or somewhere in Texas where I could go down 10 all the time and get by my home more. Jason King says, I team drive for UPS. We run 1,600 a week, leave Thursday nights and back Sunday mornings. Well, that's lovely. If you don't mind me asking, what's your take home before they take out taxes? And you are a company driver, and do they have great benefits? And do you have to wear that uniform? I know you do with Walmart, which I'm just like, ugh, you know. And oh, have any of you heard any more about Trucker Todd since his stroke? Like what's going on? I mean, that poor man. He goes, he has a stroke, and then I think the next day his house gets flooded and destroyed. But I heard his insurance is going to kick in. But my God, he can't work in the industry for an entire year at least. I mean, that is really a hard break. And I really do like Trucker Todd. And I just haven't been getting a chance to, catch up on my videos because, they did eye surgery too. And I don't know if you guys can see like how swollen it is in the corners. It really, and right in here where they did the lip, they got to remove. But it's just kind of, it wears you down. So I haven't been able to catch up on too many of my friends, and I don't call too many of them because I'm just tired. So if any of y'all heard anything going on with No Hippie or Terry from Tim Travels, the Peruvian trucker, Jim C. I really like Jim C's videos. I think they just keep getting better and better. I think he is awesome. So, do we have any Prime employees in here? Not that it matters. I'm just curious if I have any of my fellow teammates and stuff. But I am always looking for more opportunities, and I have been almost thinking of jumping over to Cactus Trucking if it doesn't pick up at Prime. I love Prime, but it just doesn't seem to be the same company anymore that it was before. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm just not sure, but I really want to get the Pearl paid off. Jason King. Full benefits, gross, 4,200. Net, 2,900 a week. And yes, I got to wear a uniform. That's pretty damn good money, my friend. And do they match your 401k, or is it a pension? I mean, and what's the and are you on like a dedicated route? And y'all, this sounds like might be a good place for some of y'all to check out. That's pretty darn good pay, even if you were a lease op in his company. And that's pretty darn good. After I get my truck paid off, I might have to check that out, Jason. How many years experience? Do you gotta have a hazmat? I'm guessing it's mostly dry van. But is it dedicated? Is it like relay? Do you pull doubles? Etc. Just curious. And I appreciate you guys coming on here talking to me. I know it's late. Oh, I heard briefly that there's been a few freak snowstorms out there. Has anyone had any hairy things happen or anything scary? Or have been shut down due to snowstorms? It's so hard to believe we're getting them this late in the year. The only good thing I can say is California's drought seems to be over, thank God, because they're one of the top producers of produce and fruit and vegetables, which is produce, in the country. And can I get a few more thumbs up from y'all? It's going to kind of help my algorithm here. And I've lost like 20 or 30 subscribers since I've been out with surgery. And I don't blame people. This is primarily a trucking channel, but it's more about me, my life, my journey as a trucker and as a woman and going through life. And I know, it's not that interesting, someone getting a little nip and tuck and getting this fixed and that fixed. And so I understand. And of course, as I get back on my truck, it'll start being more about trucking again. But I'm also going to be adding in, now that I got a home again, about preps and preparing. Because one thing, a lot of us got caught real late when COVID hit. Because we weren't prepared. Everyone was laughing at the preppers. And then when something like COVID hit, no one was laughing. They were prepared. But also, I use a product, it's called Thrive Life, and I'm going to try to develop some recipes. They got a lot of good recipes, and a lot of their food's real good. And not all freeze-dried food is good, but a lot is. And I'm going to do some recipe testing and see if I can come up with some good meals that are real healthy, that it'll be good and easy to make on our trucks. Because if you think about how much we are spending day in and day out on this truck stop food, it is damn ridiculous. I sometimes go in, just get a couple snacks, a couple little drinks, walk out $30-something. I could eat at damn Red Lobster. It's ridiculous what they charge. And one thing I never knew, but I normally don't eat at places like Taco Bell and fast food places like that in my normal life. So I did not realize until I talked to a manager at I think it was at a Pilot. And there was a Taco Bell in there, and I wanted to try something. And she goes, "Oh, we're out of it." She goes, and I said, "God, I remember when I was younger and I was a manager, how cheap it was to get this or whatever." She goes, "Honey," she goes, "these prices are all up 20." She managed another store and just transferred to the truck stop store like a week or two before. She goes, "Everything on this menu is 25% higher than a normal store because it's a truck stop." Do you know how mad that made me? That they actually, the people who bring them the things they need, the people who work as hard as we are, they know we're a captive audience, and they just gouge us. It's irritating. It really is. And it's like, although I really appreciate the Super 8 because it's clean. The people are real sweet and nice. But they asked me because they looked at my license. And of course, it's a CDL on it. They go, "Do you have your truck?" And I said, "No, I brought my minivan. My truck's in Springfield getting fixed." They go, "Oh, okay, because we charge more for truckers if they have their trucks." And I said, "Do you know how stupid that is? Do you know if you didn't do that, you actually went the other direction and gave us a little more off, you'd be a lot busier because we would spread the news like wildfire. Because when people do right by us, we talk about it. We share with each other. When people do bad by us and wrong us, we share that too. And that's part of what this channel is for. Let me see. I think that's Christina. I think I can't see. And there, the truck stops aren't for the truckers anymore, not like they used to be. No, they're not, but they're there to screw us, but no. You know what surprises me? And have any of y'all been to that little, it's not a truck stop, it's like a travel plaza, kind of, sort of. It's called Chucky's or Bucky's or something like that. Man, you go in there, they have the best barbecue. They have all kinds of delights in there. I mean, this place, it's huge. They got like 100 pumps out there. Hey, Terry, how you doing, sweetheart? Hello, Michaela. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm actually am starting to feel better. I'll tell you, my throat has hurt for a while from having that tube down it. And they found a couple little nodules. They're not cancerous, but they say I need to get them removed in the future. So they said no hurry, but keep an eye on it. So, yeah, we'll see. But, no, this Bucky's, I think it's called Bucky's. Is it right, guys? Or is it called Chucky's? Bucky's, I think. You know, with the little beaver or groundhog or prairie dog, whatever he is. It's real cute. If y'all been in there, that place is so cool. Don't put that off, sweetie. Oh, I won't be. But I don't understand why they don't open it to truckers. Because, I mean, my goodness gracious, this place is so nice. They would be slammed if they had truckers. For truckers. Even if there wasn't overnight parking, just, where people stop, do their 30, maybe get some fuel, and go shopping in there. That place is cool as it comes. So... But so far, I think Love's has been my favorite out of all the truck stops. Whose is y'all's favorite truck stop for truckers? I'm sorry, y'all, my nose itches because there's all these stitches up in there, and it's just like, ooh. So, who do you guys like best as far as a truck stop and their showers? And I know there's some place, and I think it is, because I took my kids there when we had come down from Alaska through South Dakota. Terry, I'm older. I love Petro. Petro and TA, cool. I just think Petro and TA has let themselves go too much. But I do like all the things they have there. But there's this place, Travel Centers of, no, what is it called? I think it's on 80. But they like have moose burgers. You go in there, they have toffee. It is so cool. Christina, I miss when they had actual drivers in them. You could just sit and relax. Yeah, I'll tell you, I have never loved a job as much as I love being a trucker. I mean, I enjoyed my horse and carriage company. I was a loss prevention agent for a while. I didn't like arresting people, so I didn't like that. Christina, I miss that too. Um, but I am to a point that I've seen a lot of the country, and I'm Western Regional. I used to do the whole United States. I really want to find a dedicated route, and I do want to retire being an instructor. And I'm definitely only going to do, I won't have a student over winter again. This past winter, my student almost made twice what I made and wrecked my truck too, which I don't blame him. The yard dog guided him right into the pole and laughed, thought it was hilarious. But I would really like to find that dedicated route, slow down a little more. I'm going to be looking into getting a food truck for there in Quartzsite, Arizona, and start moving things towards, because that's kind of a seasonal thing, a winter thing. Over 1 million people descend on that town during the winter. There's a ton of money to be made. Make my money for the year, and then maybe do a little bit of RV deliveries, or do work for delivering big rigs from the factory or the border to the individual dealerships around the country during the rest of the year. You know, it's kind of my part-time retirement, because in about 4 years I plan to stop driving over the road full time. I really want to start enjoying life. And like I said, I love driving over the road. But I'm also at a point, I'm still young, I'm still healthy. I want to get out there and have fun. I enjoy photography. I'd like to go around the country doing photography. I'd like to, just lots of things I'd like to do and really enjoy. What are some of y'all's plans after trucking? You know, because we need to make the most of why we're in trucking, why we're over the road, you know, and start thinking about our exit plans, because, I mean, we got 80-something-year-old drivers at Prime. I don't want to be one of them. I want to be out by the time I'm 62, 63. And I still want to do things part-time, like work those 3 months doing the food truck, doing e-bike rentals, e-trike rentals, selling e-bikes, e-trikes, for those 3.5, 4 months during the winter. I'm going to travel the world when I retire. Great idea, Terry. That's one of the things I want to do too, is travel all over. But I'm going to do a lot like in RVs and stuff like that. But I also want to take cruises. And if y'all remember Gypsy, she used to have a channel, Adventures in Trucking with Gypsy. She also now does a travel agent, where you can cruise all over the world. And I'm going to be booking some cruises through her. And she'll take really good care of truckers. And I would like to get a travel group together. You know, some people that get together like 3 times a year and pick different destinations to take cruises to, like 4 days to the Bahamas, or a 1-week cruise to the Caribbeans or to Hawaii. And that way you're kind of traveling with the same group of people. And I just think it would be really enjoyable. And Elisa, she could really set that up and help get good discounts for the groups. Help us set up stuff like offshore things, like, you know, you get off the ship at different ports and stuff. And I just think the great thing about traveling with people you know, you get to look forward to seeing them, you get to catch up with them, you get to meet all kinds of neat new friends that you can, be texting and stuff in between cruises. And I just think it would be a lot of fun. And then by the end of the cruise you're on, y'all could vote on where you want to go on the next cruise, and I just think it would be a lot of fun. And of course, when I'm fully retired, I'll even do it a little more. But I also love traveling by RV and also by camper van. I enjoy that, but I used to enjoy camping, but now my idea of camping is air conditioning, you know, uh, all the walls, solar, um, water showers every day, enjoyable. But there's so many cool places I want to see, and everyone thinks that because we're truck drivers, we get to go all over and see all this cool stuff. We kind of do. Like, oh, there's the exit for Mount Rushmore. Oh, there's the exit for the Grand Canyon. Oh, we get to see all that, but we don't really get to see a lot. But I'm going to start using Uber. I'm going to start when I get certain trips. If there's enough time, I'm going to park and I'm going to take an Uber and I'm going to start seeing these things and taking my time and visiting these things. And I've just been going so hard trying to catch up since COVID. COVID just turned my whole world upside down. But now I have a house again. Um, I just, so much good has come. Trucking has done so much for me and given me so much. And I am so grateful for this industry. My family, my father was a career truck driver. Now I am. I hope one of my sons go into it, or even my daughter. I would love to see one of them go further. I know they're talking now that, from what I'm understanding at Prime, once our trucks are paid off, we're going to have to get another one or sell them and sell the ones we have. I'm not, it's how they're starting to talk about it. If that happens, I'll take my truck when it's paid off and I'll go over to Landstar, or I'll go to Cactus Trucking or one of those, because I'm only putting in a year or two after my truck is paid off. And then it's off to part-time work and using a 1-ton truck to haul RVs and maybe also start delivering big rigs on a part-time basis, and then running my food trucks and my little e-bike business on the side. So what are y'all's plans after you retire? Do you have any little side hustles or side gigs you've been thinking about, like maybe opening a diner or a motorcycle shop? Or, I mean, what's your big dream at the end of trucking? We all need one, because, of course, I say trucking don't last forever, but like I said, we have 80-year-old somethings that are still driving a truck. I guess that would be awesome if you had a paid off truck and you were on the road with your spouse and loving life. I used to want one of those trucks with the super sleepers, and I wanted to haul those expensive cars, like Bugattis and Lambos and, these old classic cars, and delivered all these famous people. And there's what is the name of that company? I think they have orange trailers, orange and black trailers. And then they have those big super sleepers on the front. And you can be a single driver or a team. I really wanted to go to work for them. But with where I'm at in my career, I could afford to go another, oh, 10, 15 more years easily. That's cool. I'm gonna travel the world. Oh, I wish I was traveling the world too, Terry. Are there poor truckers, or do the majority make a good living wage? A person in my family acts like they are so bad off even though they work well. Okay, that is a good question. It would be like, is there rich, are all lawyers rich, or are there poor lawyers? There's lawyers that make 30 something $1,000 a year. There's lawyers that make millions a year. Trucking, it used to be like when my dad was with Yellow. Yellow at the time was the company to be with. And he retired from Yellow 20 something years ago. And he was making over 100 grand a year then. And then there's truckers that are making 25, 30,000 a year that are working for some horrendous companies. So it depends on the company you work for, what kind of drive you have, and if you're one of those people that you're out a week and you got to be home. You're not on a dedicated route, but you're an owner op or a lease op. Oh, I got to be home constantly, and do home times. You can make your fortune in trucking. You look at Junior Honduras, I'm sure that man has made himself a millionaire because he's young, he's intelligent, he's one hell of a driver, and he's got a lot of drive. That is someone to look up to. You look at Lyle. Lyle's had some rough times and some good times, but Lyle's the type that's always going to come out on top because he takes the money he makes and he invests it. It just depends on how hard you work. I've got to say, any industry I've ever worked in, I've always been the top. Always, without fail, gone to the top and was always one of the top earners until trucking. I've just noticed some drivers get a lot of really good loads and others don't. And it's not because there's service failures, it's not because of this and that. It's either they know some people in sales, their dispatcher, whatever. My dispatcher treats me like gold, but she can only give me what sales gives her to offer me. I'm a hard worker. I hardly take home times. I will start taking home times now, now that I got a home. But I'm still not going to be ridiculous with it. It'll be about in between students. So about 3 real home times a year, and try to about every 3 weeks do a 34 at home. Where I can fit out my truck, do laundry for me and my student, go shopping, stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to it, y'all. And I will always, always be grateful to Prime for giving me my career. That makes sense. It doesn't seem like complacency. Things and locations are both factors. Location really isn't much of a factor because you're an over-the-road truck driver. But if you're lazy, you're not going to make money. And if you got a crappy dispatcher, you're not going to make money. Or if you got a sales team who can't stand you, you're not going to make money. And I think I've pissed someone off in sales. I'm not sure. But I'm coming back with a positive attitude. I'm hoping we're going to pick up. And the thing is every time I turn around, um, it seems I hear we're about to really take off again, pick up again. And then the next Friday meeting, we're still slow. You know, we might be getting some contracts or we've lost some. And it's a one week it says one thing, one week we hear another. So I don't know. But I do know I will not work for free anymore. I had so many weeks over the winter that I didn't get a paycheck. And when I say I didn't get a paycheck, it was like $100 and something. And I paid my student out of like $1,200. So I will never take a student over the winter again. I won't, because if I went to have a student, I would have had at least $1,200 to $1,500 paychecks because all my loads were solo loads. So I'm taking a student as soon as I get back to Prime, and we'll see what happens. If there is no money, I'll give it about 3 weeks to really start kicking off. And if I see I'm losing money or breaking even, I will ask to come in to Springfield. I'll drop the student off and then I'll go back out. Because I'm in this business to make money, not lose money. And that's what it's about. You can love this job all you want, but if you're not making money, at the end of the day, it is a job. And there are other jobs that pay more. I am excited to see your surgery results. That's how I found you. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of changes in my face over the next 6 months. And it'll take a full year for it to settle, but I will be going back in, and if this doesn't go down, and I know it will, I'm going to have them go in there and debolt this flesh here. The brow lift's fine. And then I am going in for the next surgery I'm going to be doing is BBL, removing the loose skin, and extreme waist contouring. And I might, because when I lost all that weight, I lost a bunch of hair. So I might have them hair graft on this side of the scar where you don't see the scar. Do a little hair graft, and then permanent eyebrow tattoos and a little bit of lip liner. And I'm kind of done. Then laser every couple years and little Botox and stuff like that to maintain, but I won't get another facelift. I'm kind of done with that. I'll be 60 in a year and a half. I cannot believe that. Where the hell did the time go? It's gone kind of fast, y'all. But I am looking forward to the next student. I do hate that I won't be able, I'm going to be putting in a mattress in my Volvo, so I won't be able to use my table when my students are in there. But when okay, let my brain work. When during the winter, I'll be able to do it. You are a young 60. Never would have guessed it. Well, it's because I'm not 60 yet. I'll be 60 in a year and a half. November 29th, I will be 59, and then following year 60. But, you know, age is truly a number. I do not feel that much. And, God, I cannot believe the amount of weight I've lost. And that's as a truck driver. But I'm going to be working really hard to develop a better lifestyle and way of living and doing trucking. And I look at people like the Peruvian trucker. He really gets out there and makes sure he enjoys his life on the truck. make sure he finds things to do, and I really admire that. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. I'm going to be just slowing up just a little. And in the winter, it's when I'm going to take most of my cruises and stuff like that. But when I have students on the truck, I'm going to try to where I take a couple of days off in Vegas. Not a lot, like to say, get me a load into Vegas, and we're going to take 2 days and we're going to go to Vegas and have fun. If I want to see the Grand Canyon, or I want to, wherever I want to go and check out, I'm going to start doing it. It's time to enjoy this job, you know, and I mean, there's enough out there to do it. And we've been having enough time on loads to do it too. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys. I've been a little lonely and a little depressed since I've had surgery. And I just wanted to come on here and touch base with all my truckers and truckerettes and say hi to y'all and thank you for showing up for me. I'm very grateful to you guys. You're very kind. And I do appreciate it. And I can never say enough how lucky I am to have the audience and the friends out there that I have with you guys. You know, I think I have one of the best audiences. I don't have the biggest, don't have the smallest, but I do think I have the best people. And you guys treat me so good. And hey, go check out, I'm going to give you my favorite channels because I love, you know, my channels that I watch. Go check out That Nomadic Couple. That's an RVing couple. They're just entertaining. And they used to haul RVs for a living. Go check out Lyle at No Hippie if you haven't seen him. Jim C. Awesome guy. Junior Honduras. And one of my very favorites, Terry at Tim Travels. Love his channel. The man has one of those just brilliant minds. And I know I'm forgetting some people, and I hate when I do that. But I usually remember them in the next deal. Trucker Todd. Check him out. He's really awesome. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. And I will be one of the first to tell you guys when things start picking up and when I think it's a good time to come into trucking. I'm not going to blow smoke up anyone's hind end saying, hey, it's the best time to come into trucking, because it's not. But that time will come, and hopefully soon. So guys, lots of love. Treat each other with kindness and respect. And until next time, all my truckers and truckerettes, take care of yourselves. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber on the road. And until next time, Miss Mother Trucker out. And I really did enjoy you guys.